Well, Rita and James, I was delighted to hear during the week that our new Elon Musk, our very own Jacinta Price, who is going to be in the next Dutton government in charge of sorting out government efficiency, among other things. Jacinta has already said, if we want to get more efficient, let's stop funding all the welcome to countries. Hear, hear, Rita.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think this is just an efficiency issue. If it saves us a cent, fantastic. But I don't care if we're making money out of this. It is highly divisive. It is unnecessary. It is just political grandstanding that serves a very small minority of activists. And it has no place in modern Australia. We had a vote. We rejected racial division. We don't want it in our constitution, and we certainly don't want it at the top of every meeting, every sporting event, every event that we go to. At some events, every single speaker regurgitates these lines. And I would love for people to actually ask people who say these lines to explain what you mean by that. Just to take a step
and
further.
while they're explaining, hand over their keys to their property and their title deeds so that I can take it and hand it to the local Aboriginal tribe. If you believe in welcome to country, that's what you are promulgating. So give us the keys, give us the title deed, and we'll take it and we'll give it to someone else. Because otherwise, you are a hypocrite.
Well,
James.
That's right, Rowan. And I mean, hypocrisy on the left, I would never have imagined that. You know, all of these people. It's just like with the refugee issue. How many refugees are they putting up in their spare bedrooms in Mossman? But, you know, back to the issue of the welcome to country. Anybody who spends any time around corporate Australia knows that these things are absolutely everywhere. There are some ASX 100 corporations where every meeting has to start off with an acknowledgement, like some sort of saying of grace before a meal. It is a substitute religion of the left, just like ecology is, and it is done with a very sinister, I think, motive in mind. I mean, Rita, you said it's just sort of for the activists and so on, but there's a real sinister thing, I think, about that, and that is undermining the legitimacy of post-settlement Australia. And it's about, you know, telling everybody, telling your kids, telling everybody that, you know, Australia as a cohesive nation, one people under one flag on one continent here together for one future, that is somehow an illegitimate goal. And in fact, that everything that has happened since then is somehow illegitimate. It needs to be resettled. And at that point, it becomes actually quite revolutionary, because what the left wants to do is change things that then suddenly they're in charge and we're all dancing to their tune. I think I'm so glad that they are rejecting it. But I will say to Peter Dutton, there is, you know, so much more opportunity to go further with this culture stuff, because the culture
I want to
is
just
important.
jump in there, James, because yes, Rita is correct that the cultural side is really important. But I think the genius of this idea is that it's the financial side as well, because no one knows better than Jacinta Price. There are hundreds of millions of dollars that are wasted by Australian taxpayers every year on all these corporations. There's hundreds of them. We've listed them before on this show. You know, the NIAA, the this, the that, the whatever, all during The Voice. There they were with bucket loads of money, bucket loads of taxpayers' money, none of which ever ends up in the pockets of helping the kids get to school or get a job that is needed, but all goes to activists and all these huge corporations and all the rest of it. It is a financial issue as well as a cultural issue, and that's the genius of this idea.